Hello, it is 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition for tonight headlines. We have the Head of State shares the 22 meeting of the Council of Ministers. The U.S. announces the establishment of a coalition prosperity guardian from 10 countries. Welcome to our newsroom. Under the auspices of His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, President of the Republic, Head of Government, took place this Tuesday, 19 December 2023. The 22nd sessions of the Council of Ministers took place. The following texts were examined. Listen to the spokesman of the government, Mahmoud Ali Yousef.
Président de son Excellence, M. Ismail Omar Guelleh, Président de la République, chef du gouvernement, a eu lieu ce mardi 19 décembre 2023, la 22e séance du Conseil des ministres.
Under the presidency of His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, President of the Republic, Head of Government, placed this Tuesday, 19 December 2023, the 22 session of the Council of Ministers. The following tests were examined and approved. First question, draft law ratifying the agreement to creation of the Pan-African Mutual Risk Management Institution, Africa Risk Capacity (ARC), in the context of climate change and taking into account its vulnerability to the impact of extreme climate and climate event. Our country is committed since 2012 in innovative mechanism for managing and financing risk of a disaster, initiated by the African Union, being one of the first signatories of the treaty establishing the Pan-African Mutual Management of Risk. This specialized institution of the African Union has the mandate to help the African Union member states to strengthen their risk management capacity in order to better plan, prepare, and respond to weather extreme and natural disasters. Our country's membership in this mutual will make it possible to benefit from a capacity building program, ARC, and financial assistance in the event of disaster and natural resource, as well as support for the institution in planning and promote management of natural disaster risk. The second question, draft law ratifying the agreement and protection of investment with Kenya. The purpose of the bill is to ratify the agreement and protection of the investment with Kenya signed on May 9, 2010. This bilateral agreement aims to promote economic cooperation between the two countries and create a favorable condition for investment and also economic development between the two states. The objective of this agreement is to encourage, stimulate, and also protect investment in a reciprocal manner in these respective countries, as well as to promote the transfer of capital, technologies, and know-how with a view to rationalization investment. It established a legal current investment from work and encourages investment flows and trade. The objective is part of the government's strategy for development and investment attraction. The second question, bills approving the account financial statement of the Military Retirement Fund (CMR) for the 2021 financial years and 2022. The financial account of the CMR for 2021 financial year are closed as an income of 2,295,855 francs, and in charge of the 2,458,553,994 francs. The product of the CMR experiencing progression and going from 2.4 billion francs in 2020 and 2.29 billion francs in 2021. This increase is due to the increase in state subsidy and contribution income. The main position expense are retirement pension and saving, personal cost and purchase of material, also supplies as well as external service. All the expenses have increased. The financial account of December for the 2022 financial year are closed as income of 2,683,969,286 francs.
Several bills and draft law were examined and approved. Listen once again to the spokesman of the government, Mahmoud Ali Yusuf.
Ministère de l'énergie chargé des ressources naturelles.
For questions, appeals approving the accounts financial statement of electricity of Djibouti for financial years 2021, 2020, 2019, 18, and 17. The financial account for the ADD for the 2021 financial year are closed as income 3,331,472,980, foreign and expense 28,416,536,545, foreign which results as a price of 2,171,952,272 foreign. The result of the financial years is profitable and is experiencing an increase. The total product are experiencing an increase, which is said to increase in turnover composed of energy sales and works service. The increase linked to this sharp increase in the position fall with a more frequent use of generators. The production of electrical energy amounted to 622,503 kilowatts, which 512,537 MWh supply by the interconnection and 110,056 white produced by diesel groups. The ADD has made investment of around 1.833 billion francs in 2021 in software acquisition, construction, technical installation, material and tools office, furniture, equipment, as well as materials and AT and rolling stocks. The financial accounts from 2017 to 2020 were presented to the Council of the Ministries to regulate. 5 question driven degree appointed member of the board of director of Djibouti University Hospital. The purpose of this driven degree is in accordance with the provision of the law number 2390 establishing the University Hospital Center of Djibouti, the appointment of a new member of the Council of Administration of Djibouti University Hospital. This University Hospital Center composed of 5 hospitals, which are the Plateau General Hospital, the Belbelashiko, the Neurology Center, Dr. Shakib Saad, Adar Hanan Maternity and the Reproductive Health Reference Center Husseina has the mission of providing medical care. It's a various hospital promoting research, experts and innovation in the field medical and contribute to the achievement of public health objective. They are appointed of the support of directors will allow this hospital center to effectively accomplish their mission. 6th question, drive degree appointed member of the board of director of Ali Sabi Regional Hospital. The drive degree appointed of the Council of the Administration of the Ali Sabi Regional Hospital, Dr. Ahmed Absi Warsama, and this in accordance with a statutory provision. This structure is responsible for meeting the health care needs of the southern region. The adaptation implementation of this project aims to establish the administrative body of this structure to enable it to fully accomplish its mission. Seventh question, drive order approving and making Enversible the 2024 forecast picture for the medicine purchasing center and sexual material came. Is a 2024 forecast picture is set for product of 1,814,000 foreign with a result of 26,315,000. The forecast results it's increase in 2024. Chem's products are experiencing in a decline and came from sales of medicine, medical equipment, reagent, solution, and vaccines. Also, the state subsides. The latter knows a drop. The main costs in terms are purchase service, or external service, personal costs, investment expense amount to 59.5 million fund and concerning the right to update the software, planning construction in the disaster area, acquisition of office and IT equipment, as well as the purchase of furniture, various technical installation. In 2023, came adopted a number of projects including the establishment of management system in 15 healthcare structure connected directly to CAME, the launch of the one-time delivery project, the standardization of stocks with the subscription of insurance, and the implementation of CH commercial and accounting management system. Eighth question is a draft decree appointed the member of the board of directors of the National Agency for the Promotion of Sport, NBC. The purpose of the draft and decree is to establish and appoint member of the board of directors of the National Agency for the Promotion of Sport, who are appointed for a regulatory 3-year term in accordance with law number 9 in 398 establishing the NBC. This agency mission is to develop access to sport and practice, promoting high-level sport and in Olympic and Paralympic disciplines. Sitting in place of this new board of directors will allow the agency to fully accomplish its mission.
Several bills and draft law were amended. Listen once again to the acting spokespersons of the government, Ali Hassan Bahdoun.
Next question through trade order approving and making enforceable the forecast picture for the 2024 financial year of the Higher Institute of the Science of Health. ACCS, the 2024 forecast picture of the SNSS is presented the imbalance between product and charges in the sum of 400,985,850,100. The picture is increasing 2024. The forecast product of the SNSS consists of state subsidized own resource in the income of registration fees for initial and continuing training, tuition fees, and in rental of rooms, 38.3 million francs. The charge of the operating costs amount to 278.9 million francs in 2024, an increase by 9.4%. The main positions are purchasing, external service, other external service, and personal cost. These are a progression of 9.15%. The Higher Institution of Health Science will carry out investment of 3.9 million francs in rehabilitation and standardization, the laboratory, in the rehabilitation of the library and toilet, and also in the acquisition of rolling stocks, as well as the digitalization of education. Now, a tiny question is a drive order and adopting the budget forecast for 2024 financial year of the National Social Security Funds. The CNSS forecast budget for 2024 financial year established as revenue from 35 million 135 million 139,584,124 on expenditure of the 31,442,597,986 franc, which result the place of 3,6,986,139 franc. They for social contribution in experiencing an increase of 6% compared to those of the 2023. Other resources amounted to 1.28 billion foreign, including 602.4 million foreign of production of product financially, 165 million foreign of 3% distribution from patient plans, as well as the contribution of the state, which amounted to 130 million francs for the regime of the former GNA, forecasting an expenditure amounted to 31.4 billion from francs. Technical expense amounted to 24.5 billion franc in 2024 against 21.6 billion franc in 2023. Patient plan expense experienced an increase of 5% due to the integration of new rates. The expense of the universal health insurance branch recorded an increase of 8.5%, linked to access to more expensive medicine. The budget investment for 2024 financial year amount to 835.7 million francs, an increase by 4% compared to that of the 2023. This investment budget instated for the computerization of the data system and the modernization of the organizational device. It concerns the establishment of the integrated system and human resource management for monitoring personnel, project migration to XH, X3 integration, technical accounting and system, integrating electronic document management with digital signature of responsible. 11. Question 3. The 2024 forecast budget of the ODP is presented in balance between production and charges at the 312,783,099 francs. The likely achievement of the grant amount to 102.3 million francs. The forecast revenue of the ODK in the amount of 149.8 million francs are made up the product of a registration in the commercial register and the proceeds of the deposits and trademarks and imaging gate. The investment budget of 37 million francs is stated for the acquisition of furniture and equipment, installation of promise of optic and acquisition of transport equipment. Registration in commercial register have experienced a constant progression since 2017. 2023, the OBDIC recorded the creation of the 595 new companies, the filing and the renewal 369 patents, the submission of 3 designs, as well as 74 patents. OBDIC initiated the 2 members processing administrated by WAPO, the AK system and agreement on Lisbon, which were recently submitted for the consideration by the Council. During the fiscal year 2022, OBDIC provided several training courses focused on proprietary, industrial, and as well as organizing a seminar on the development and of the Network National ICT Technology Innovation Support Center. 12 question through the NPC's forecast picture for the 2024 financial year established in revenue 171 million francs. This is the first picture presented by the NBC after the merger of the National Library and Archives, the Institute of the Egyptian of Arts and Cinematography, the Museum of Djibouti, the Theatre des Sons and the Djibouti Day Memorial. The forecast project are made up income from service provision and state subsidies. The provision of service concerns rental of the homes and space of received from cultural activities, library registration and facility guided. The investment budget amounted to 7.15 million francs, covers the acquisition of a computer equipment, office equipment, and rolling stocks. The National Agency for the Promotion of Culture will focus on the acquisition of archival documents relating to the AHA, the development of realization area, the acquisition of works and books, this establishment of digital library, acquisition of material conservation and digitization, also audiovisualizing material. And now the train question drive the people of the driver authority to allocate a plot of land with an area of 200 hectares located in the Shabelle sector for the benefit of the Ministry of Muslim Affairs and the Waqf Authority. This plot of land is stated for the establishment of new cemetery. And now foreign question drive degree appointed our name Mohamed Musa Roble, Director General of Tax, Saeed Gil Darar, Finance Inspector, Farah Ali Farah, Finance Inspector. The Minister of Economy and Finance responsible for industry made a report in his participation in the 19th ministerial meeting of the Initiative for the Horn of Africa, which was held on December 15, 2023 in Brussels. The Minister of the Interior reported on his participation in the Forum Global Leverage Conference held from December 30 to 15, 2023 in Geneva. The Secretary of State for Investment and Development Private Sector reported on his participation in the Arab Summit, which was held from December 12 to 14, 2023 in Marrakech.
The 7th edition of the Heritage Institute Forum of Somali Intellectuals in Djibouti opened this morning at the People's Palace under the high patronage of the Somalian Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre and the Djiboutian Minister of Muslim Affairs representing the government of Djibouti, Momin Hassan Barre. The People's Palace this morning hosted the proceedings of the 7th edition of the Forum of Somali Intellectuals organized by the Heritage Institute in partnership with the University of Djibouti. Fostering a culture of peace in the Horn of Africa is the theme chosen for this year's forum. At a time when the Horn of Africa region is simultaneously facing multiple crises, of which insecurity remains the most prominent. The opening ceremony was attended by the member of the Somali and Djiboutian government, the president of the Heritage Institute, surrounded by his executives, and a host of Somali intellectuals from the four corners of the world, mainly from the Horn of Africa region. It is important to stress that this forum is intended as a platform for discussions, proposals concerning culture of peace throughout the sub-region, in particular between the Somali peoples of East Africa. The opening ceremony was marked by speeches from senior officials and several emblematic figures of the Somali intellectuals from the diaspora and countries in the region such as Somalia, Ethiopia, Kenya, Somaliland, Puntland, and Djiboutiland. Somalian Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Adan said, "It is an honor for me to participate with you in this annual forum organized by the Heritage Institute, which brings together Somali intellectuals. I thank the government and the people of Djibouti for hosting this annual meeting. This year's theme is fostering a culture of peace in the Horn of Africa. It is a very important theme, says the head of the government, and it's one of the that draws on the Horn of Africa region and Somali in particular. Somali Prime Minister has pointed out in his speech that the culture of peace is a heritage that the Somali people have lost, and that for us it is the key to all kinds of development, the key economic, social, and political. The people of our Somali community in the Horn of Africa, whether they live in Djibouti, Jigjiga, Galkayo, and Godey, Marka, Mogadishu, Arabsia, Garawe, Barbara, iyo Garso live in different conditions, but I know know the usefulness of those who brings us together today in our race for peace. The Somali government has included its agenda, and the promotion of peace represents a fundamental pillar, which is why we have chosen as our slogan Somalis at peace among themselves and at peace with the world, expresses the Prime Minister. In his opening remarks, Djibouti Minister of Muslim Affairs Mumin Hassan Barre welcomed the Somali participant who had come from a variety of backgrounds. It is a great honor for the Republic of Djibouti and its President Ismail Omar Guelleh to host for the 7th consecutive year in Djibouti the annual Forum of Heritage Institute, a key event focusing this year on the promotions of a culture of peace in the Horn of Africa. He declared that the Minister of Muslim Affairs expressed his conviction that the recommendations that will emerge from this meeting will have a major influence on the major decisions that will directly affect the future of our regions and its inhabitants. This year, the focus of the Heritage Forum is particularly relevant to the Somali community, aiming to address regional stability and cooperation, and the theme chosen is of vital importance to our region, fostering a culture of peace in the Horn of Africa and consolidating reconciliations. In addition, the Minister of Muslim Affairs noted that it was a duty to remember the National Conference for Peace in Somalia in 2000. The Ministry of National Education and Vocational Training, in collaboration with the League of Arab Private Schools at the Union of Djiboutian Intellectuals, organized the celebrations of the World Arabic Language Day yesterday. The event, which took place at the People's Palace, was attended by the Minister of National Education, His Excellency Mustafa Mohammed Mahmoud, the Yemen Embassy in Djibouti, Mohammed Abdullah Hajar, the Embassy of the Palestine in Djibouti, Kamal Abdullah Gazaz, and the President of the League of Arab Private Schools, Mr. Abdurrahman Abdi Ahmed. Numerous personalities, including the ambassador of the Arab countries accredited to Djibouti, the heads of private Arabic language educational institutions and establishment, as well as men of public executives and manager and the educational community, took part in the ceremony to celebrate the World Arabic Language. Distinguished guests and a packed audience took part in this year's ceremony, whose theme was Arabic language of the arts and poetry, a beautiful cultural show presented by the pupils from the Arabic schools, followed by poem and sketch on the progress of Arabic languages teaching and the efforts made by the government of the Republic of Djibouti to develop this beautiful language. The ceremony also featured a demonstration of support for the Palestine cause through songs and chant. Pupils from private Arabic schools are emotionally expressed the unwavering solidarity of the Djiboutian people with their oppressed brothers in Gaza, still in solidarity with the Palestinian cause. MENFOB's technical advisor Ali Yusuf Douale, who also in charge of organizing committee for the International Day of the Arabic Language ceremony, recalled that Djibouti's public school pupils had collected over 3 million Djiboutian francs for the children of Gaza. The ceremony ended with the presentations of awards to the personalities and institutions who have worked to revitalize the Arabic language in Djibouti. The Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mustafa Mohammed Mahmoud, said, together we celebrate the International Arabic Day today, and is a great language. It's a language is rich in vocabulary and a language is preserved by God. It has become a universal language thanks to the Islamic religions as it's considered the languages of religion, thought, literature, civilization, as well as the most widely spoken. In this context, the Minister of National Education pays great attention to the development of the Arabic language in public and private schools. In fact, we are proud to celebrate this great day, International Arabic Language Day, because we belong to the Arab nation and the Islamic nation. On this occasion, I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to every institution or person who has contributed to the services of the Arabic language, and I would like to, in particular, to mention His Excellency the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, who has elevated the studies of the Arabic language and put it in its rightful place. The Prefecture of Djibouti City held the information and awareness campaign meeting on prevention road safety measures this morning. The meeting was attended by the Prefect of the City of Djibouti City, senior officers from the various police departments in charge of road safety, and the 6th sub-prefect of the Djibouti's Prefecture District. The meeting underscored the seriousness of traffic accidents, which have both social and human consequences, while highlighting the importance of stepping up actions to combat the offenses that causes these accidents and contravene the regulatory provisions in forces relating to the road traffic conditions in question. In addition, the main objective of the meeting was to identify the ways and means required to combat the proliferation of road accidents, which continues to grow at an increasingly alarming rate. Emphasis was also placed on the possibility of changing the rules and obligations associated with the drivers, vehicles, and road layout in order to reduce the risks of road accidents occurred. For his part, the Prefect of Djibouti City, Abdi Siki Qayada, emphasized the importance of promoting genuine collaboration between the Prefecture and the National Police forces in the interests of greater success in operation to combat the infringement committed by some drivers and leading to road accidents. The Prefect also spoke of the need to step up roadside checks and the strict applications of administrative and regulatory penalties to offenders. Lastly, the Prefect advocated informing the public and raising their awareness of preventive road safety measures. For the second week running, the Ministry of Health through Djibouti's National Institute of Public Health is continuing its special spraying campaign aimed at eliminating mosquitoes and other harmful insects. Against the backdrop of the cool season, the mobile teams of the Disease Control Department have stepped up their vector control activity by implementing this operation in several districts, notably the commune of Bulaus Balbala. It should be noted that the spraying activities are mainly targeted in so-called high malaria risks area where malaria is usually widespread. They undoubtedly make an important contribution to reducing the spread of malaria in these areas. The Ministry of Health urges local residents to make the work of the spraying against easier so as to benefit from lasting protection against mosquitoes and other harmful insects. The preparations are well done in Antajara with the 2 days to go before the eagerly awaited event. Preparations are intensifying and equipment is pouring in mass. This morning, the administrative and customary authorities led by the regional prefect Muhammad Abbas, accompanied by the organizers, visited the site where the 2-day festivity will take place. On site, Ali Muhammad Dini, Festival Commissioner in charge of communication, explained that everything will be orchestrated with elegance, while warmly thanked all those involved from near or far in the realization and success of this big event that Tajura, the ancient city, is preparing to experience, thus highlighting its He particularly praised the general enthusiasm generated by this cultural event, whose success is already in prospect thanks to the massive and unprecedented mobilizations of the people of Tajura. The prefect Mohammed Hamid Abbas said that the festival main supporters was keen to reassure everyone about the security situation and invite the people of Tajura to honor their legendary hospitality, for which they are renowned. See you this weekend for a memorable festival in Djibouti. On this occasion, the school vacations and cultural festivities in Tajura this weekend, the direction of the Maritime Affairs and the ferry boat informs that the ferry Mohammed Burhan Qasim will run to shuttle on Thursday, December 21. The first trip will go at 7 a.m. and the second at 12 p.m. Please arrive 1 hour earlier. On Sunday, December 17, the Oboki Association, which works for the well-being of Obok women, organized an event in the conference room of the Hotel de Mer. The well-being of women in Obok organized the closing ceremony of the prefect of the project, the closing ceremony of the project formalization and support of vulnerable girls and women to achieve economic social autonomy, during which a patent receipt and a smartphone were handed over to the receipt and smartphone for the beneficiaries, who were mainly women and girls who are involved in small-scale informal businesses, some of whom are members of the cooperative basketry producer cooperative and the Obok fish resellers cooperative. And these beneficiaries are the results of awareness-raising training and targeting activities carried out in the file as part of this project, financed by the tune of 53,000 euro, around 10 million Djibouti francs, by the organizations of International Francophonie. Through the ceremony took place in the presence of the Nefertiti Mushia Chibanda, permanent representative of the organizations of Francophonie to the African Union, the United Nations Economic Commissioner for Africa and the Republic of Djibouti, the prefect of Obok, Musa Adam Migane, and the director of project at ADDS, Mr. Galab Hassan Galaba. For his part, the prefect of Obok region, Musa Adan Migane, said the aim of this project is to contribute to the formalization and economic empowerment of vulnerable women and girls. The project also aims to train them in the use of new digital technology. That this fund also reflects the OEF's desire and commitment to develop initiatives and training to flagship projects capable of having a direct impact on populations. For the international scene, United States announces a 10 nations prosperity guardian coalition in the Red Sea. The head of the Pentagon announced last night that he had been forming a coalition of 10 countries in response to Houthi attacks in the Red Sea against ships that the Yemeni rebels consider to be linked to Israel. The coalition includes France, UK, Bahrain. On Monday, December 18, the U.S. Secretary of Defense announced the formation of 10-nation coalition in the Red Sea to deal with the repeated Houthi attacks on ships the Yemeni rebels consider to be linked to Israel. In a coalition, in addition to the USA, Lloyd Austin said in the statement that France, UK, Bahrain, Canada, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Spain, and Seychelles would be taking part in the coalition. The recent escalations of irresponsible Houthi attacks from Yemen threatens the free flow of trade, endanger the lives of innocent seafarers, and violate international law. He said that's why today I am announcing the establishment of Operation Prosperity Guardian, the Pentagon chief added. And this is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.